Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about FNaF merch hoaxes. So, yeah, there's actually hoaxes for FNaF merch if you didn't know, and some of them are very, very interesting, surprisingly. So, today we're just me covering a few of them, and we're just basically going to be talking about them and looking over what these hoaxes were and why they were hoaxes. So, yeah. So, if you hear any rain in the background, that is because it is actually raining right now. It's been raining for like a few days and it's not stopping. So I need to get this video out, so I'm just going to record it. So, yeah, let's begin. So one of the first FNaF merch hoaxes I remember was that Foxy's action figure's eye patch would have a hinge and it would be able to open and shut. Now, this obviously wasn't true, because the Foxy figure's eye patch is completely stationary. But when we first saw the product image, his eye patch was open. And this is still the product image to this day. If you buy a Foxy figure now, this will be the product image. Which is extremely odd, but yeah, his eye patch is open in the product image. And then when we saw what the actual figure looked like in person at like Toy Fair and in images, his eye patch was closed. So many people believed that his eye patch would be movable, which is a very reasonable belief. I mean, like, everything's pointing towards it. But when we actually got the figure, his eye patch didn't move at all. So that was pretty disappointing. But yeah, that was one of the first FNaF merch hoaxes I ever remembered. And yeah, it's just a pretty interesting one. Second hoax, well, it wasn't really a hoax. It was more just like a fun little thingy. But yeah, McFarlane definitely redeemed themselves in this situation. McFarlane Toys' original prototypes of their construction sets featured very inaccurate characters and SFM models, and not even the real FNaF logo. So it's obvious that these were very early in development. Like you can see on the image in the corner of the box, Bonnie's eyes aren't even painted. But yeah, this was believed to be what the set was actually going to look like. Freddy was going to have buttons and a red strap around his hat, which is kind of actually what Plus Freddy looks like nowadays, so that's pretty cool. Maybe McFarlane will make a Plus Freddy, that'd be pretty cool, but that's off topic. You can see Bonnie's head mold is a little off, and he also has an endoskeleton hand, which is pretty strange, but he's probably the closest to the final figure. And then we got Chica, who has cheeks and underwear and the Let's Party bib, like Toy Chica. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But luckily, when McFarlane actually released these figures, they did change them and they did fix them. So good job on McFarlane. They actually listened to the fans, which is amazing. McFarlane, props to you for actually listening. They delayed the sets a little bit so they could fix them, but yeah, very, very grateful for McFarlane actually listening. Because now look at them. Now they're like one of the some of the best looking FNaF figures ever. But the sets leave a little bit to be desired, but that's a different topic. And then there was also the tire track Freddy rumor. Can you see the problem? Who is this? Is this Nightmare Fredbear? Is it Nightmare Freddy? We don't really know. Okay, I can't tell who this is. There's no name on the box. It's got the same box art as the other one. You can even see the old box art in the background. But yeah, this was going to be the Office set. And oh boy, I kind of unironically want this figure just because he looks so funny. Why has he got a tire track on his face? Why has he got like a freaking... Why is his hat so crooked? Why is his ears doing that? Why is his eyes blue? Who is this? This doesn't look like any animatronic that exists. But yeah, this is just a very funny figure. I'm pretty sure they might have repurposed this mold slightly to make their Nightmare Freddy figure, which actually makes sense because it does look a lot like their Nightmare Freddy figure, except way worse. But he's funny. I like this guy kind of. He's got a little bit of charm to him. And yeah, but luckily they did change this figure and they did include Golden Freddy in the set instead, which makes a ton more sense, because, like, why would this have Nightmare Freddy in it? So, yeah, thanks, McFarlane, for including a figure that actually fits the set. And then later on, they made Nightmare Freddy in the bed set, so that's pretty cool. And then there's also this other image of Tire Track Freddy. This is the only version of it I can find. It is extremely low resolution, but he's there. That's Tire Track Freddy. That's what he looked like in person. He looked even more like Nightmare Freddy, so that's a fun little fact. I still kind of want it, though. Like, McFarlane, if you ever, like, release, like, a prototype line, release Tire Track Freddy. We want Tire Track Freddy. He's a meme. We want him. And then another hoax related to McFarlane is that their Toy Freddy set actually had a swappable head. So, in the prototype, you can see here, he's got two heads. He's got one of them, which has his normal eyes. Ignore that he doesn't have eyebrows. I don't know, it's a prototype. And then, on the bottom, you can see he has a head that has the black eyes. So, a lot of people thought that this set was going to include an alternate head for Toy Freddy that would give him the office eyes, which would have been very cool, but this didn't make it into the final set, sadly. And it did later make an appearance in the Toy Stage playset, so hey, at least it did actually make it into a set. We actually have a black-eyed Toy Freddy now. And another fun fact, here's an image of the prototype of the set. This isn't really related to the hoaxes. This is just kind of like, this isn't related to that. It's just, this looks cool. Okay, this is a prototype. This was before the set was, this is the prototype before it was painted. This is the same one we saw in the other image, except it's not painted. So, just thought that was pretty interesting that I would show it off. Then, another popular hoax from around that time was that the second wave of figures was going to be the toy animatronics. Everybody believed this. Because why would they make... Okay, so they make the FNaF 1 animatronics in Springtrap. You know, make all the main characters, make sets. So they're going to make a wave 2 people here. So people would automatically assume, oh, toy animatronics or withered animatronics, either. Because those are FNaF 2. So you'd think that they go in order of game. So... yeah, they actually went in order of game and actually made the toy animatronics. Never mind, they actually made the Nightmares. And Mangle, but the fixed version. Why? What? There's just so many problems with this wave. Like, don't get me wrong, the Nightmare figures are great, but I think that there's different characters that were definitely more deserving of figures. Especially Funtime Foxy. Like, they could have at least made Nightmare Fredbear, and I'd appreciate this wave a little bit more. No, Funtime Foxy completely throws off this wave. But, yeah, that's basically just all the rumors from around this time. So now we're going to go a little bit further into the future, to the sister location wave. Wave 3. So, you may be asking, what other leaks were there? What leaks were related to Wave 3, sister location wave made by FunkoToy.com, ToyStore.com Funko? Well, as you can see, this is a Bonbon plush. Now, that doesn't exist, but back then, someone edited a Bonbon plushie, and then more images of it surfaced, and they were just edited images of the Bonnet plush. They weren't actual plushies. But I believe this at the time. It seemed likely. You know, they made a Bonnet, so that would have been easy to repurpose into Bonbon, so just made sense. So I went to GameStop multiple times looking for this thing before I found out it was fake. So that was fun. That was real fun. But thanks to the person who made this, by the way. Like, great use of your time. Or maybe they didn't make this with the intention. Maybe it was just a harmless edit, but then someone tried to pass it off as real. Either way, it's still kind of annoying, but the Bonbon plush was a thing, and it was a hoax. There was also a rumor going around that there was going to be a Yendo plush, which seemed pretty likely at the time. Funko was making some Yendo merch, like in the Mystery Minis and stuff, and the Hero World sets, but yeah, I wouldn't have minded a Yendo plush. It probably would have looked pretty awful, but there was a leak that showed a Yendo plush, and a lot of people believed it, including me. It seemed pretty likely at the time. And Yeah, and then another leak related to Sister Location, or not a leak, but just like a weird oddity. The glow-in-the-dark baby figure, when it was first revealed, showed an entered torso with it. Now, everybody knows the normal baby figure comes with the entered torso, so people were thinking, why would this thing include the entered torso too if it's an exclusive? So, me and at least some other people, I don't know if this was a really popular one, but I do know that this was definitely a hoax that was going around, or a rumor, that the entered figure that was in the product image would have been a glow-in-the-dark entered figure, which would have been pretty cool, you know, have entered, like, I think people were thinking that his button and his mask were gonna glow, and that would have been pretty cool, honestly. Like, a glow-in-the-dark entered torso would have been pretty cool. People could have definitely swapped that out for their normal entered torso and just had him look cooler in the dark. But, sadly, when the figure actually released, it was just baby. A baby that looks it looks exactly the same to the original figure. There's literally no cosmetic changes. You have no reason to buy this figure unless you're going for completion. But, yeah, this figure's kind of mediocre. Honestly, one of the most mediocre Funkos ever made. But that was a popular, or not really a popular, but just a little thing that was going around at the time. Another little thing that was going around was the Pizzeria Simulator wave. Everybody knows this wave. Everybody loves it. Maybe not the character choice, but, you know, it's pretty decent. Rockstar Freddy's head mold is very off, and Lefty is not left-handed, but who cares? So, yeah, they made this wave, and it was almost set up for a wave 2. I mean, you get a scrap animatronic. They could make Molten Freddy or Scrap Trap as the buildable for wave 2. They made 2 of the Rockstars, and there are 2 other Rockstars that they can make for a wave 2. They made 2 mediocres, and there are 2 other mediocres that they could include instead. Screw Ned Bear. And then they made a Posh Pizzeria character, and Funtime Chica being a very popular character, they could have easily just made Funtime Chica, and then they could have had a whole wave, but they didn't. They didn't. You know what they did? They made glow-in-the-dark figures. They make glow-in-the-dark variants. Is this what they heard people wanted a wave too? This is what they thought we wanted. Or this is just them being cheap. Either way, bad idea. Awful. Funko, why'd you do this? So, yeah, this is just probably one of the most disappointing things Funko's ever done. When I saw this wave revealed, my immediate reaction was just, that was my reaction, just the classic YouTuber apology video sigh. That's how sad it was. And honestly, yeah, it was really sad at the time that we weren't gonna see Rockstar Bonnie and the rest of the mediocre Melodies and Funtime Chica and Molten Freddy or Scrap Trap. It was really sad that we weren't gonna see those figures. So, yeah, this is definitely the most disappointing and the most useless wave Funko has ever done, and I don't think anybody can really argue with that. Another popular leak going around, or this is a leak pretty recently actually, when the Security Breach figures were originally leaked, not the reveal, not revealed, the actual leak that showed them. Don't stop calling this a leak. This is not a leak. This is just a reveal. Okay? I know it was a reveal that happened too early, but it is a reveal. This is a leak. So, yeah, the leak for the Security Breach figures said Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzaplex. Now, lots of people thought that the next FNaF game, the one that Scott teased in this teaser, was going to be Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzaplex. And that was a pretty cool name, honestly. But that was obviously not the name. The name was Security Breach. It's unknown if that was just a placeholder that they gave companies, or if that was originally going to be the name of the game. But either way, everybody thought that Pizzaplex was going to be Security Breach's title until it was actually revealed. And the Pizzaplex name actually went on to be the name of the actual mall in Security Breach. So it was still used, and it was probably still going to be the name of the mall even when the game's name was Pizzaplex. But yeah, just thought that was a pretty cool thing, that was originally going to be the name, and that was leaked through merch. And yeah, then we got security breach glitch trap buildable figure. So when these leaks also came out, people thought that, you know, with FNaF VR's ending and glitch trap supposedly returning through somebody else, everybody thought that glitch trap was going to be the buildable for this wave. People just kind of looked at this and they were like, oh, okay, we don't know these characters, but hey, I'm sure that glitch trap guy, the only new character in the whole FNaF Help Wanted game, not counting Curse of Dreadbear, because that's technically, it's basically its own game. But yeah, glitch trap is like the only new character in Help Wanted, and everybody was expecting him. So they revealed the wave, and there was no glitch trap buildable, and everybody was upset, and rightfully so. We deserve glitch trap. But luckily, Funko did make him in the Curse of Dreadbear line, which is coming out in a few months. So yeah, good on you, Funko, for making glitch trap. And speaking of glitch trap, the Dreadbear wave, when it was leaked, there was a leak that said there was going to be a glitch trap plushie, or wait, no. There was a leak that said that people were saying that he was going to be exclusive, because weird thing, he didn't show up on the leaks. Jacko Chica did. So people thought that, oh, he must be the exclusive, right? Because why would Funko not make glitch trap? Let's be honest. Because he was in the action figure line. Everybody thought, oh, he's probably just going to be the exclusive. No worries. They're going to make a glitch trap. Actual reveal comes around, Captain Foxy. Now, I'm not saying Captain Foxy is a bad plush, but I mean, like, when you're picking between Captain Foxy and glitch trap, I think I know which one people would have wanted more. And which one would have sold more, too. Funko probably would make way more money off of glitch trap plush. And yeah, and then the exclusive action figure, which I thought was personally going to be a re-release of Jacko Chica, so they would just take the easy way out. But they did make a Captain Foxy action figure too for this wave, which is alright. That's a pretty cool. So, yeah, this is some FNaF merch leaks. These are just like kind of rumors and hoaxes and stuff. All this stuff about FNaF merch. That's what this is about. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun researching for this video, and I hope you like and subscribe. That'd be pretty neat. I'm so bad at